don't want to scare anyone. The girl who survived that night at Camp Blood, that Friday the 14th, some sort of demented creature watching, thirsty for young blood.
What's going on, everybody? Friday the 14th here for you for another update video. It's been a little over 2 months since my last one. I got a little over 30 titles to get to. Probably about 85% of it's horror, and the rest is just 4K, one Criterion, some MRAs, all that good stuff. But like I said, the majority of it's horror, so I've separated it into 2 little batches. So yeah, I mean, what more can I say? I'm overdue for one. I've had this list on my phone for a while, so it needs to be updated. Even though Hereditary is coming out Tuesday, which this is probably Monday when I'm releasing this, so you're definitely picking that up. I'm excited to watch it again because I rewatched one of these and it took over my #1 spot. So, well, not #1 spot, but horror-related spot for the year. Anyways, I'm jib jabbering. If you haven't noticed on my last 2 videos, I've got a new intro. That's all thanks to the Viz. He produced, directed it, did all the music. I gave him a group from the music that he chose, and I mean, what more can we say? He absolutely killed it, literally and figuratively. Surprised I said that. And if you catch the slight little 14th in the intro, it's absolutely amazing. So huge thanks to the Viz. Can't thank you enough for doing that for me, man. Got me a proper intro now. So anyways, let's get right into this update. 30 plus titles. I don't want to make this video longer than it has to be, so let's get right into it. Excited face. Alright, got one MRA. Pretty much realized that I didn't have either one of these 2 movies in my collection. Jordan was playing around with some music the other night, and he did the speech from Any Given Sunday and put some background music in with it, and just absolutely gave me the chills. And after listening to that, that made me go look at my collection and realize that I didn't have Any Given Sunday in there, which is a fantastic football movie. And of course, Varsity Blues, which I don't understand why I didn't have that one either. I thought I had the single release of Varsity Blues, but I didn't. But never seen We Are Marshall. Mainly got this for Any Given Sunday and Varsity Blues. So I know there's a slip out there, and these 2 SOBs, Chad and Jordan, both have it. They won't come off that slip for me. So if anybody has this slip, holler at your boy. I'd love to have it, because it's just driving me up the walls not having it. But got it for 11 bucks out at McKay's. Not a bad price at all. I'll take that for 2 good movies and one I've never seen before. So yeah, that's all an MRA out of the non-horror bunch I have. Picked up 2 Criterions during the past couple months during the Criterion sale, and this is one of them. And my absolute favorite baseball movie of all time, and that is Bull Durham. This movie has been needing a amazing treatment like this for a long time. The Major League movies needed too, but not so much a Criterion. But Bull Durham, fantastic movie. I grew up catching my whole life. I played it Little League, high school, college. And the pitcher-catcher relationship between Tim Robbins and Kevin Costner is absolutely fantastic. The little things between the conversations between the 2 is just spot on as a baseball player. So just makes me love this movie even more. Susan Sarandon, I had a crush on her from this movie, even though she's dirty, dirty girl. But cleat chaser, that's all you can say. Certified cleat chaser. But I was waiting on this one. I watched it the day it came out. It's a great transfer. I've yet to get through all the special features. I watched, which one was it? It's an interview with Kevin Costner and Tim Robbins and Susan Sarandon. But I mean, it's got a ton of special features on it. If you're a baseball fan, come November, I think is when the next Criterion sale is. Definitely pick this one up. It's totally worth it. My favorite baseball movie. Major League 2's up there, but that one's it for me. Actually picked up a few comedies this time. I usually don't pick up many comedies, but saw this one out at McKay's for $4 with a slip and couldn't pass it up. It's Zach Galifianakis and Will Ferrell at their best. I mean, it's a hilarious movie. I've seen it once when it first came out. I had it, and then this is back when slipcovers didn't mean shit to me, and I just threw them away. and for some reason I got rid of the movie selling off stuff. But yeah, glad to pick this one up again for $4 with the slip. Definitely worth it. And then also picked up Blockers when it went on sale at Best Buy. I think it was like $14.99 or something like that, and I sold the code for like $6. Me and Melissa watched this one, had a lot of fun with it. John Cena is absolutely hilarious. Leslie Mann, of course, she's always funny as hell. I don't know who this guy is. It doesn't say, but he was pretty funny. But John Cena stole the show, and to see John Cena dropping F-bombs, it's fucking fantastic. There I go, dropping one. Right, in the last non-4K movie, picked up Upgrade. Sold the code instantly for like $7 for this one, so it brought it down to like $12.99. I don't have much to say about it. We watched it the other night. I fell asleep during it. Actually, it wasn't Chad falling asleep. I actually fell asleep during it. I need to give it another try. I wasn't fully invested in. The action scenes are pretty damn intense and pretty badass. Just kind of wish there was more of them from what I remember, but definitely need to give this another watch. I didn't give it. I can't give it true justice because I was dozing off like little baby snores during the movie. So I can't say much about it, other than the action scenes were pretty badass. I had snore and laugh all in the same sentence, and that was pretty cool. Next up, we got some 4K catalog titles that were on sale. Picked this up when Equalizer came out, and that's Fury. I think it was like $14.99 with the sale going on with the slip. Fantastic movie. Just neat. I had the steelbook of it, traded in, rather get the slip version, the 4K. So then had to pick up the first Equalizer on 4K. Badass movie. Denzel at some of his best. Still, Man on Fire is my favorite, but he's a badass in this one. But he was on sale for like under $20 and sold the code real quickly and for a good price on it. Then Walmart had this. I think it still may be $22 on their site. For some reason, Age of Ultron is $30, but the first Avengers is $22. So picked it up for there, sold the code for $10. So $12 for the first Avenger. Sign me up. And then picked up Gladiator. It was on sale. Sold the code instantly for it. But as I've heard, the 4K transfer on this is freaking amazing. So once I get a 4K TV, I'll enjoy it. I've got so many 4K movies that I've never watched one of them. The 4K version of it. Of course, I've seen Gladiator, but the 4K, I just need to go to my grandfather's and me and him just need a marathon movies because he's got a 70-inch 4K TV. He just doesn't have a player, but his 4K Netflix is badass. Anyways, I'm rambling. Got the Deadpool 2 4K Steelbook. Fun movie. I've watched it once. Yeah, we didn't watch it me and the guys haven't watched it together yet, but had a lot of fun with it. It's fun, but Cable was a badass. I watched the uncut version, I think. The extended uncut version. And some of the scenes were a little too much, but oh well, it's a Deadpool movie, what do you expect? But I had fun with it. Just a nonsense action movie. It got to the feels a little bit though with it, but which was unexpected, but I still like the first one just a hair bit more. Next up, we got my #1 movie of the year, Avengers Infinity War. I'm a Marvel fan. I like the Marvel movies. They're never, there's some that crack into my top 5 I have fun with. They're enjoyable movies for me, but this one is epic on a fucking epic scale. It's through the roof. Thanos is one of the most badass, or it probably is the most badass villain other than the Joker from Dark Knight. But, dude, the CGI with him, why can't DC do that shit? It just doesn't make sense why DC is unable to do the stuff Marvel is. Maybe it's the money, I don't know, but this movie is #1 by far. It's just, 2.5 hours of just awesomeness. It never leaves you dragging. I could have sat through 3.5 hours of it. It's just great. Great. Good shit. 10 out of 10. Just, you've seen it. What do I have to say? You've seen it multiple times, like me. It's ridiculous. I get a little sip from my fruit punch Capri Sun, sponsored by. Not really, but that's one of the many benefits of having kids. get to drink on shit like that. Alright, now we'll get straight into the horror stuff, or horror related. Got one DVD. This is off the recommendation of Lauri Holt. She's a huge Bigfoot fan like myself, and I think it was $10 at Walmart, and it's a big legend. I compare it a lot to The Gray, but with Bigfoot is what you can compare it to. I mean, some of the gore's pretty good in it, but the final fight scene is epic upon Avenger status. No, not really. I mean, the fight scene between this dude and the Bigfoot is ridiculous, but a lot of fun. I think one of them drop kicks the other one at one time, but it makes no sense how this guy could beat the shit out of a Bigfoot, but it happens. Spoiler alert, I don't know how many of y'all is going to watch it, but me and Lauri enjoyed the hell out of this one because it's Bigfoot, and we love us some Bigfoot. So, shout out to Lauri Holt. Her channel will be her channel link will be down in the description. Thank you for the recommendation of this one. I never knew it came out. She said something to me about it being at Walmart for cheap, so I went and bought it because I'm a Bigfoot junkie. That's right. Got a hefty amount. Hefty? Who says hefty? Got a pretty good amount of just some Amaray horror titles here. Picked up on the Viz's recommendation. Picked up Nyan Demon. Never seen it. Haven't watched it yet. But it was $14 out of McKay's. Probably could have found it for cheaper. Found it brand new at FYE or sent my Sam Goody when they were closing down. So I could have got it for real cheap. But I wasn't patient. So I got it at McKay's for $14. But he says it's right there on the horror line. Really messed up. So he said the cinematography is great. I'll give it a watch. If I don't like it, fuck it, I'll sell it. Picked up, I could have swore when the last key came out that these would get a 4K release. I mean, the Purge movies got a 4K release, but the Insidious movies didn't, so had to pick up the first three again. I got them at Sam Goody while they were closing and got like 30% off and then another 10% with my card. So they're like $5 a piece, but that's Insidious 1, Insidious 2, and Insidious 3. Only seen the first one, scared the shit out of me. Can't wait to watch the next two, but like I said, I could have swore, I had these, I could have swore that these would get a 4K release since the Purge movies were, but they didn't, so I had to rebuy those, because I'm an idiot. Picked up the Exorcist. Let me get another drink of that Capri Sun right quick. Anyways, picked up the Exorcist, the director's cut, extended director's cut. Had the multi-pack before, got rid of it. As you'll see, you'll see another reason why I picked this up. But if you're a horror fan, you gotta have it in your collection. Even though that movie scared the bejeezies out of me. Picked up Night of the Demons, the remake. Saw this review on Drum Dum's channel, so looks like a lot of fun. Watched the trailer for it. It's a lot of titties, it's a lot of gore, so what more can be said? Got it for $11. I didn't get the slip for it, unlike some people I know. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Chad got it in the mail yesterday, or 2 days before in his mail day video, and he pulls out a slip from the crack of his ass. But yeah, it's the Night of the Demons remake. Definitely going to be watching that over the Halloween time. That's on the list. Picked this up out at McKay's for $15. This was one of the first Blu Rays I ever bought. It's an older vampire movie with, what's his name? Is Tim Robbins in this? No. It's an older vampire movie, but I'm pretty sure that this is out of print, if I'm not mistaken. But pretty gory from what I remember. I only watched it once when I first got it. But pretty good vampire movie. And then found this gem out there for $20. The out of print version of Dawn of the Dead. Never seen this movie. It's on the list to watch for this Halloween. I paid $20 for it. I think that's pretty fair when you look up the prices on eBay and everything. But you want to see something that really pisses you off? Look at this. This is The Great Escape here. One of the Great Escapes here in Nashville. On 1/8/17, they had this for sale for $2.99. $2.99. So somebody bought this for $3 and must have not liked it and took it out to McKay's, and they probably gave him $4 for it and then resold it for $20, and I bought it. So So, yeah, never seen this. Excited to watch it. It's out of print. Got it for a good price. I'm excited. Picked up a couple Blue Underground titles. Got the original Toolbox Murders. Found this at it's in the Gatlinburg Mall. What is the name of the store? I can't think of it, but I always go there. And they're starting to get more and more horror titles in their Blu-rays. I picked up this and another one you'll see in here in just a second, but never seen this. I know Scream Factory put out a sequel to it that's more recent, but yeah, the original exploitation classic. I mean, I don't know much about it. The trailer looks messed up. It was like 15 bucks up there for a Blue Underground title, so I got it. Easy. Found this out at McKay's for 15 bucks, and that's City of the Living Dead, a Lucio Fulci film. You know what I'm talking about. Lamberto Bava. But yeah, this looks pretty awesome. A zombie movie. It said it's cheaper than what I found it for on eBay. So yeah, that's pretty much all I know about it. I haven't watched it yet. What's the name? Got two Scream Factories. This one's on the list for the Halloween watches. Found this at that store that I found the Toolbox Murders at. It was like 15 bucks as well. That's Witchboard. Jordan's seen it. He recommends it. It's a Scream Factory release. It's a Blu Ray DVD combo pack and no alternate artwork. But yeah, excited to watch this one. He said it was a lot of fun. I know there's a part 2. I watched the trailer on it. The trailer doesn't look as good as this one does, but I may pick it up if I find it for cheap like I found this one. So we got this on our list to watch for the Halloween season. And then picked this up off of ChattyBobby 1130, his new channel name. Off his recommendation. We've been waiting on this for forever. He's been talking about this movie ever since I started watching him, about being one of his favorite horror movies, and we watched this the other night, and this movie is freaking awesome. Loved it. The score is badass. I know we looked it up. 3-6 Mafia does a song to the main title of this movie, and of course 3-6 Mafia fucking kicks ass. But Trickster is a lot of fun. Wish they would have made some sequels off of this one. You got Edward Furlong, Old Gibbity Gimp. But just a fun horror movie. It came out in '94. I highly recommend this one. If you can find it for cheap, or I think Amazon has it for $26, it's worth that. A ton of special features. Like Chad says, I don't understand why this didn't get a collector's edition, because I'm sure it sold pretty well, because all the posts I see about it is a classic, and I agree with them. It's a lot of fun. I highly recommend this one. So that's it for the Amarays. I took advantage of Sam Goody up in Cookeville, because I have some work that I do up there every other week, so I stopped in there. And Sam Goody is a sister store of FYE, I presume. But they were going out of business, and they were marking everything down. I caught this when it was 40% off, and it was $20, so you do the math. So I picked up the Texas Chainsaw Steelbook from the FYE exclusive. It has a better transfer than the one that I had, so just upgraded to the Steelbook. The rest of these are slipcovers. I picked up the MVD visual of The Return of Swamp Thing. I thought I saw this when I was younger. I think I remember the cartoon more than, and the original more than this one. This one was super, super cheesy. Heather Locklear's hot, but other than that, it was really mediocre, if not below mediocre, from watching it. I mean, it's an awesome edition. I love having it in the collection, but I need to give it another rewatch, but it didn't hold up as much as I thought it would. Really, really, really cheesy. It tries to be horror and then superhero all at the same time, so yeah. Anyways, MVD visual. And this one actually came with alternate artwork. Picked up the Belko Experiment for $9 out at McKay's. Been wanting to pick this movie up, but wanted it with the slip, and Best Buy doesn't have them with the slip anymore, so just patiently waited for McKay's to have it. Haven't watched it yet, but looking forward to that one. Got 976 Evil from FYE or Sam Goody while they were closing. It was cheap. Picked it up. I haven't watched it yet, but heard some good things about it. Like I said, it had Robert Englund directs it, so we'll give it a shot. And it came with a slipcover, so hell yeah. The other movie that I picked up during the Criterion sale was the Silence of the Lambs edition. I mean, it's what more can be said? It's Silence of the Lambs. Fantastic movie. Amazing edition. Kind of wish they would have done something like this for Bull Durham. Got you a nice toilet book that nobody will ever read. But yeah, just a nice little edition. You've seen it. Pretty cool. Now I can't get it back in there. That's what she said. Anyways, here we go. We're struggling. Anyways, Silence of the Lambs. Good movie. Great movie. I mean, suspenseful. Horrific. I mean, yeah, one more can be said. Picked up Tales of Halloween off of Amazon. Bought it used. Came a little damaged. Not too necessarily bad, but awesome box set. Not as good as Trick or Treat, but pretty on that level. I mean, it's a big ass box set. B-A-B-S. A Babs. Big ass box set. Anyways, Tales of Halloween. Great little anthology set. It's a little big. It's the same size as the Turbo Kid set, but I wanted it on Blu Ray. It was like 20 bucks used on Amazon with free shipping. So I took a chance on it. It's a little damaged, but I can live with it. Nothing some black duct tape can't take care of. Then the only horror 4K that I picked up this time was A Quiet Place. Love this movie. It's sitting at my number 2 movie right now. This and Hereditary keep flip-flopping back and forth, and that's why I'm excited for Tuesday for Hereditary to come back out so I can rewatch it. But watch this with the boys. We loved it, and then me and Melissa watched it one night, and she was absolutely terrified the whole movie. She was sitting in a ball, crawled up in the couch pretty much the whole movie. It was so suspenseful. I love it. I don't know what more can be said about it. Krasinski killed it. He's a badass. Father, just emotional movie. It just pulls at all the strings in that one, and I absolutely love that movie. Can't say enough good things about it. Only picked up one Arrow set, or Arrow release this update, and picked up the Deep Red hardbox set. Got this at Sam Goody when they first started closing down the store. It was like $39, and then a 30% off, and then another 10 with my FYE card. But another Argento flick. But definitely love these hardbox sets from Arrow. We got a couple of them. They had what was the other one they had that I wanted to get that sold? I forget. They had another Arrow set that sold during the sale that I missed out on, but love these hardbox sets. Like I said, super nice edition. I heard it's maybe not one of Argento's best, but worthy of a pickup. And I had the Blue Underground release, and I traded it to the Viz for him to do my intro and everything. So pretty good swap off, I believe. And like I said, these Arrow sets are super nice. These hardbox sets. That Hills Have Eyes, not Hills Have Eyes. God. What was it? The Last House on the Last House on the Left set. I'm kind of iffy on that one. I want it, but I don't know if I'll necessarily watch the movie or like the movie, so I'm kind of hesitant on buying it. So I don't know, if I find it for cheap with the hard box and everything, I'll pick it up. If not, I'm not stressing that one. So yeah. Anyways, that was Deep Red. As you can notice, the lighting's a little different now because I went to edit this video and noticed that 2 parts of it were completely missing. The outro and my whole Scream Factory Collector's Edition part. So I'm here. It's the next day. I was hoping to get this video out today, which is Monday, but I had to work and we had a cookout and all that good stuff. So hopefully either tomorrow afternoon, which will be Tuesday. My goodness, all these days are running together. Anyways, we're going to get straight into the collector's editions. I got 7 of them total. I got 4 of them here that I haven't watched yet, and 3 that I have. But another Sam Goody pickup, Lawnmower Man. Picked this up for like $16 when they were closing. It was one of those titles at $15, $16 or less that I'd be happy picking something like this up. It's a Stephen King adaptation. Heard it's a long movie. It's got Pierce Brosnan in it. Jordan's not the biggest Pierce Brosnan fan, but he enjoyed this movie, so I picked it up. Plus, it was a slip for 16 bucks, so I'll give it a shot for that price. Also, from same Goody as well, I picked up the Exorcist III. It was $15 because I got it right when they were closing, so it was 50% off plus another 10, so it was $15 after the total amount. That's the only reason why I bought it. I'll give it a chance. If I don't like it, like I said, I can throw it back on eBay and make my money back on it at least. So, but I'll give it a shot. Like I said earlier, the Heretic is coming out on collector's edition, but I've heard it's absolutely garbage. So, who knows? Oh, let me show you inside artwork. Let's see if I can pull this out real quick. On Lawnmower Man, you've seen it, but you know, most people tune into these to see the alternate artwork, but like I said, it's a 2-discer. It's got a director's cut and theatrical cut to it. Long. I heard the director's cut is really, really long. So, yeah, maybe I'll get to it this Halloween season. Who knows? But like I said, there's the Exorcist III. I'll show you off that. You'd think I would have been prepared, being a day later, but no. Not at all. There's your alternate artwork. Yeah, got that one swapped out for the Exorcist III. I want to watch this over the Halloween season and everything. I'm not sure if you have to see this, the second one, to see this one. Like I said, I've only ever seen the original, so. Also picked up Poltergeist II. Finally found it on Amazon for around 20 bucks. I had a slipcover from Chad. It came with the slipcover, but it was all kinds of creased up, so thankfully I had an extra one from Chad. And these are definitely on the list to watch this September or October. But there's your alternate artwork on there. Quite a bit of special features on it as well. Real stoked to watch these. Like I said, I've only ever seen the first one, so real excited to check those out. But yeah, that's Poltergeist 2. And then from Best Buy, I picked up Rabid from David Cronenberg. Never seen it. I looked up the trailer. It looked pretty interesting, but it was $20 out at Best Buy, so I'll give it a shot. Like I said, especially these, you can give these a shot. If you don't like it, you can usually get your money back on eBay for them. But this one's being difficult. But there's your alternate artwork on there. Quite a few special features. Stoked to check this one out. A zombie movie. I haven't watched much Cronenberg stuff, so hopefully this will get me into it. We'll see. Serial Mom. Picked it up for $20 off of Amazon. Got the slip from Chad. He had an extra one. Bought it from him. And my edition from Amazon came with the slip, so just gave it to Jordan for doing my intro and everything. But this is a quirky collector's edition. I can see why it got one, and I can also see why people would say, why did this deserve to get one. I had fun with it. It's a horror comedy. It kind of makes fun of itself. The son in it, Chip, Matthew Lillard's character, he's very relatable because he's a huge horror movie fan, and how they make fun of it and everything. But Kathleen Turner is the mom. She's a little over dramatic, but I guess that's how the character is supposed to be. I mean, some of the things, it's kind of like, what the hell? But if you can find it for that $15 range and under, I definitely recommend picking this one up. There's an alternate artwork for it. It's got a few special features with Kathleen Turner and the director. I don't think there's any with Ricky Lake or Matthew Lillard. So, but yeah, like I said, it's worthy of that $15 range. In my opinion, it's not the best, nor is it the worst collector's edition out there. I've seen a lot worse, but that one's pretty fun. Next one though, I really enjoyed the hell out of this one. In the Mouth of Madness. Picked it up from Amazon. I think it was $22. It went on sale for. A lot of fun with this one. Really creepy. I had the older edition that had this artwork on it. But it's got quite a bit of special features on it as well. Sam Neill, just This movie is creepy. I'm looking forward to watching it again because, like I said, that was my first time ever watching it, and it was a lot to take in. But I enjoyed the hell out of it. That artwork's awesome. I think that's, let's see, yeah, Joel Robinson did the artwork on that one, so really dig that one. It doesn't have it has a little bit of purple, but that is typical colors for artwork. But yeah, really enjoyed that one. In the Mouth of Madness. And then this one we watched the other night, Return of the Living Dead Part 2. A lot of fun this one is. I mean, it's kind of your comedy horror in a way too, but the only thing that I disliked about this movie is this guy. He was in the original, but played a different character. There's your alternate artwork for it. Ton of special features on it. It's got, I think, 3 different commentaries, if I'm not mistaken, but Tom Matthews is in this from Friday the 13th Part 6 and Part 2. Part 1. I didn't really pay attention to him in Part 1. But both of them play different characters from Part 1. I don't get it, but really dig the artwork on this one. Let's see, who did it? Graham Humphreys did the artwork on this one, and I believe he did the artwork for the first one as well. So really enjoyed this one. Glad to have it into the collection. I really dig that original artwork. And that is it. Another update in the books. Glad to get this out of the way. I know it's a longer video. I guess that's my fault for waiting for so long to do an update. But anyways, get down in the comments below. Let me know what you think about all these titles I picked up. Especially let me know about the titles that I haven't seen yet out of all these. Really looking forward to really getting into the horror season now. I know we've been in a TV show mode heavy here lately. We got Ozarks Season 2 that just dropped. We watched the first season 2 weeks ago. In a couple nights, we knocked out the first season of it. So, really stoked to get in on the second season of that. Watched True Detective Season 1 for the first time a couple weeks ago. And really enjoyed that. But I've heard the first season is better than the second season. And I would love to get a count on how many cigarettes were blasted by Matthew McConaughey on that show, because he was putting them down. But anyways, like I said, comment down below, let me know what you think. Sub if you're new, give this video a thumbs up, hit the little notification bell. Sub to all the channels that are in this description box below, all that good stuff. Let me think, is there anything else coming up? I don't think so. Anyways, until next time.
Every time I feel the shit, I'm motivated. Not only do we flow the shit, we demonstrate. We come too far to turn back now. I hope we make it, but every time the prophet